Okay, hi everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. I guess what I want to talk with you about today is one of the mistakes that counsellors make that prevents them from getting as many inquiries coming through from their website as they may potentially be able to get. So that is talking all about you instead of talking to or with your perfect practice client. So, how do you know what I'm talking about? Well, if I come over to your website as a potential client, and I have been a potential client for some of you, and you don't know it, the reason I wouldn't have worked with you is because your homepage, the page the consumer, the client, your audience first land on is talking all about you. You either have a very vague message that says that, it really doesn't say much actually. And then all the fine print goes about, I have 5 years experience. I have this qualification. I'm with this membership. I this, I that, and I just like, you're not talking to me. And then I'll go into the services and I don't even really understand what the services are because, again, in the services section or in the about section, you're talking all about you again. The thing is, if you have something like a Psychology Today profile and it's getting lots of clicks, but these clicks aren't coming through to your diary, or they're not coming through emails, or they're not coming through to, phone calls and inquiries. The reason is because you've got a Psychology Today profile that's resonating with your dream client. They're ready to take that next step. They go and they take action, they push the inquire now button or visit the website, and then they come over and it's just like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, and they click off. So make sure, if you're wanting to generate clients from your Psychology Today profile, that your website, especially your front page, it mirrors it, really gives a consistent message. Make sure you've got the branding, the logo, if you're using a logo, the name, and make sure everything is there. The thing should be probably, I would say, 70 to 80% of your website needs to be speaking with for your client, and the other 20 to 30% about you and the admin. That's it. That's the ratio. Why? Because if they're not connecting, if they're not feeling like you can help them, if they're not feeling like you get it, if they're not feeling like you're on the same page as them, there's no rapport, and they're going to click out and they're going to go to somebody else's website who does demonstrate all of those qualities. So I want you to get results. I want you to get more inquiries. Please, please, please make sure your website speaks to your clients and less about you, okay? Of course, it depends on who your clients are. I'm talking about counselling clients. If you are a supervisor and your website's all about supervision, that's a different story because you're speaking to a different demographic, right? Supervisees will want to know what's your experience and who are you registered with and all of that sort of stuff. But when it comes to counselling, make it all about your clients, please, if you want to increase the inquiries and the quality of inquiries that are coming through. And then that third step is make sure your Psychology Today profile aligns with what you've got on your website. Now, another really good question that came up in the coaching call in the inner circle today was, how many inquiries can you expect to get off your profile? And here's the thing. Everybody has a different number of inquiries that they get, but the profiles that get the most inquiries are profiles that are written to the client, less about the practice, okay? Again, it's just reinforcing this really, really, really important, valuable piece of information that I want you to take away from this video today, and that is make it about your client, okay? If you need help with any of this stuff, you know what, just jump in the group and I'll help you where I can. If you're an inner circle member, come to one of our coaching calls. We just had one this morning. We've got the next one in a fortnight. I'll help you with that. Plus, you've got all the templates in the portal. And if you're in Clients on Demand, well, I'm helping you with it anyway. But for everybody else, please take what I've shared with you today, because if you only watch one video this year, this is the one to watch, because this video will increase your turnover if you take the action of connecting better with your client on your website. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.